Tough. Well, it's a way of speaking. What I think is that value is key in consulting in particular, but in business in general. And if you don't know what you can expect from the project, you cannot negotiate it well. So, and that's the idea of how much you're willing to pay and how to, based on that, uh, accept a price that is not fair for the consultants, or that is too high and not fair for you. That's extremely important to know what value you can expect. And based on that value, compared to the price of your project, that's where you can decide if it's worth your time to negotiate or not. I know that that may sound a bit weird, but sometimes you shouldn't negotiate too much. I mean, you should negotiate the obvious, but not enter a long-term negotiation with a consultant that is super complicated because you're asking a lot and they have to kind of find that crazy, innovative ideas to fulfill your requirements while having their margins and making money, right? And earning their life at the same time. The only problem in that type of situation mostly is that, of course, it's not really good for a relationship. But the other one is that you're losing time. And in some cases, when you lose time, you lose value. Let me give you an example. When if you take too much time to launch a project, for instance, when you want to improve the time to market of a new product, if you launch a project 1 month later than was expected, then this month is lost. It's over. It's forever. And then the other thing is that that's 1 more month for your competitors that may be in the same race to market as you. So it's not neutral to lose 1 month or 2 months negotiating with the consultants. Another risk that you're taking is to lose money. If you're not negotiating in the idea of payroll 5 times, 10 times the price of the project, the ROI should be sometimes to 10 times. I mean, then you may pay too much for the value that you're going to have. Is that worth it? Not always. So if you don't know that value, how can you define how much you're willing to pay? And how can you define is it worth you really? Is it worth it to negotiate that extra 10%, 15%, whatever? So to define how much you're willing to pay, you need to have the expected value, right? And that's pretty much it. Now, sometimes, that value is really difficult to measure, and either it's difficult to measure, or if it's uncertain, meaning that you're not sure that even though the value is there, you're not sure that you'll be able to deliver. In that case, there are ways to kind of, we say in French, to cut the pear in two. It means that to find a compromise, and that compromise is performance-based fees, where you commit to a certain amount, which is often linked to how much you're sure that you can deliver through the project, and then everything that's above that line will be based on performance-based fee, a variable fee that will depend on how much they can deliver. That seems really cool, and it is actually, but there is a downside to that, is that often at the end of the day you're going to pay more in such a project than you would pay when the value is less uncertain. But that's what they say: high risk, high rewards. That's the spirit.